How's it going? Woo! I just love that song. Takes me back. Okay. That's right. So we are Jake and VeRae Joseph out of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, we are.
We were hired by the lovely Jera Gonzalez, also out of Albuquerque. So a little shout out to her for introducing us to this opportunity. A little bit about Jake and myself. We've got two beautiful daughters, a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. Yes, I know we look young to have kids. Everybody tells us that. So,
Well.
but man, I remember my first conference. It was January of 2019, brand new license, and I was like looking at these people on the stage, and I told myself, what do I have to do to get up on that stage? And here we are. So we're fired up.
Woo, man. I love being here. Glad everyone made it. We're all family. We're all invited. Like it says, like, come to a family reunion. People actually like. Makes sense. So, Andy always talks about have fun, make money, make a difference, right? And that speaks so much to us. And that we're going to be talking a little bit about that today, is having fun and making the money part, right? So 2020 was a crazy year. It taught us a lot, taught us to work and keep our heads up, keep going. And so what we're going to be talking about is our incredible journey, making it to where in 2021, we were able to have in our bank account a total of $58,000.
Woo!
And year to date have over 100,000 that's come in outside of that. And it's just been crazy. So we wanted to take you on this incredible journey. Now, when I say that, it didn't always start that way. So kind of backing up a little bit, VeRae and I originally met sophomore year of high school. We were 15 years old. So I know some of you still say we look that way, but we're a little bit older now. And we actually met through a mutual friend. So if there's one thing you pull away from family reunion, warm market is great. That's how I found my wife.
Woo!
And we started dating 15, 16 years old. And at that time, we had no money. But I actually ran into a little bit. My grandmother had gifted me $7,000, most money I've ever seen in my life at that time. And it was kind of a great start.
So Jake and I met, like he said, when we were 15 and 16. And very shortly after, about 8 months into dating, I became pregnant. Hey, yo. So, we were definitely scared. You think of like a pregnant mom or an expecting mom. A lot of times it's congratulations. It's, when are you due? What can we do to help you out? But our story was definitely a little different. We were obviously young, but I remember when I told my dad and my mom and Jake's parents that we were pregnant, I mean, we just got the harshest words thrown at us. I forget who was talking about it yesterday, but just, putting your kids down. And I didn't expect them to celebrate my pregnancy, but I didn't expect them to also tell us, what they had told us. So it started off with, you can't do this. You're too young. You don't have the potential to love a kid. You don't even know, you guys don't even love each other. It's just lust. We had no support. One of the biggest things that had hit me was my dad and Jake's parents had actually said, don't worry. If it's about the money, don't worry about it. We'll pay for the abortion. And so that really hit me hard. There was a specific time we were sitting at Jake's parents' kitchen table, and that's what they were basically trying to convince us to do. You can't do it. Think about daycare. Think about, all of these things that you're going to have to go through, and you're just kids yourself. There's no way that you're going to do it. I took a stand for myself that day, and I told them no. I was going to have that baby. So we had our daughter. Telling them no was hard for me. We were scared. I didn't know what I was doing, much less how I was going to have a kid. We started believing, I look back and as a pregnant mom, a lot of times people have a lot of pictures of like, oh, this was when I was pregnant. And my 7-year-old will ask me like, Mom, do you have a picture of when you were pregnant with me? And I don't, because I was so ashamed of being pregnant. So, woo!
That's my rock right there. She looks good up here. Hot damn. I love it. And man, I'm not the proudest saying this, but I gave in to a little bit about what my parents were saying. Abortion wasn't an option for me, but I remember VeRae and I talked on the phone and said, hey, hon, maybe adoption might be the thing. I don't know. And the big thing there was my turnaround was I finally got away from their voices and what they were trying to tell us. We were able to come together and start to think of what we actually wanted and not what other people wanted for us. And that's where we were able to make the decision together of, hey, this is our baby. We didn't know we had a daughter at the time, but this is our baby. We're going to do this. We're going to make it work from hell or high water, whatever it is. So stop and ask, and I know not everyone can put themselves in these shoes, but we stop and ask, okay, you're 15 years old, you got $7,000 in the bank, and you're pregnant. What do? You run away.
Woo!
So we've been told we're kind of like the modern day Bonnie and Clyde, where we had old 2007 Pontiac G5, took like $20 to fill up the tank. $7,000 would take you a long way in that thing. So we drove down to a little place, Belen, New Mexico, and pregnant mama's got to eat. Stopped at a little A&W restaurant and got some food. And apparently, when you swipe your card with technology, people can track you. My mom had a joint bank account with me with that money, and what ended up happening is they tracked it with the police. And long story short, there was a black and white photo somewhere. We got to find it. Of a skinny little 15-year-old and another girl in a hoodie in black and white posted up at this restaurant. It looked like we were like on FBI's Most Wanted. And so that was kind of our start, our kickoff of getting away. And it just continued on.
So we obviously went through with the pregnancy. We had a lot of ups and downs between going through with the pregnancy and now our oldest daughter, 7, going to be 8. We didn't know what to do for income, really. We had, again, for whatever reason, listened to the voices of our parents. You got to go to school. You got to get an education. You got to get a good job. So Jake had joined the film union, did that for about 4.5 years. I was in school full-time for nursing when I found the Alliance. And then along the way, we did plan a second kid. Got the same reaction, not necessarily the abortion one, but the same reaction of like, you do know how you get pregnant, right? I said, yes, I do, and I wanted another kid. So, but we have our daughter now, Catalina. She's 5. So I'll kind of let you talk on this right now. But we were introduced to the Alliance, like I said, by Jara Gonzalez, a good family friend of ours. So.
And thank you to Jara Gonzalez for asking us that simple question. Our first hotspot, for VeRae was with Jara and Jerry, and I was invited to the next one thereafter, and the Noelle Leventovich was there, all the way from Kentucky. And at the end of it, she looked into our eyes. She looked at both of us as we were talking, and we caught a vision because Noelle believed in us when no one else did. When no one else did, Noelle was there, and she believed in us.
I remember it. She pulled us aside and she says, you know how Noelle stands. I believe in you. I don't know if that's a good impression. But so we got licensed. I started running super part-time all of 2019. Jake stayed at his job. 2019, running part-time, we were able to win the Alaskan cruise, so that was cool. 2020 was our first full-time year. We were super, super scared, had no idea what we were going to do because Jake had decided to take the leap of faith and quit his full-time job. But 2020 ended up being amazing. We made $132,000. And that gave us the belief, like, we can do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
At that point there, we knew we were 100% committed to the team. We were 100% committed to the Alliance. We were 100% committed to Jara, to Joseph Dukes, to Mike and Noelle, to Andy and Jane. We knew we could do this. We were all in, 100% in. And with that, it's coming back to, okay, now we're here. We have the $58,000 in the bank. What do we do with it? Well, we grow our business. We invested in leads for our team. We invested in traveling to our team to go help them and help them run appointments. We invested in staff so we could do more of what we needed to be doing while still getting the other important things taken care of. We've been able to we wouldn't have to blink twice when we were invited to something where we could go spend time with millionaires, like what you guys have all done here today.
So that's the huge thing, is just definitely having the means and the flexibility in order to do these things at our age. I mean, it's just been absolutely amazing. Outside of the business, we like to have fun with our kids.
Yeah, we do.
Our dream is to travel the world with our kids, and hopefully they can. I love food. I'm a fatty at heart. So my dream is to just like travel the world with the kids, eat as much good food as I can, just do those fun things. Just before this, we were out at the Jersey Shore with the kids and left them in Brooklyn with Jake's parents. And so, we're just trying to have fun and be an example for our kids that you can do this. And, I think at the end of the day, it's, we create our lives. We don't have to listen to the paths that other people think is best for you. Like we decided that we weren't going to inherit the lives of our parents. I think that's the biggest thing. We decided that we were going to make a change for ourselves. And most importantly, we decided that that's here with the Alliance. But yeah, so that's what we have for you guys today. I hope if there's anything that you guys can take out of this, it's, we've made our decision to go on our own path. And maybe you weren't 16 and pregnant. Maybe you weren't, like Megan would. But what's holding you back right now that you're taking the path that other people have laid out for you? So what is it that's holding you back, and what are you going to do with it? Because this is the opportunity of a lifetime, and we're all in 24/7. And so thank you guys so much.
Thank you.